simplicity has great value. And I think there was a moment in the movie or the documentary, The Last Dance, chronicling Michael Jordan in the last year with the Bulls. There was that moment when he played baseball and he decided that he was going to come back to the NBA. And there was millions of marketing dollars spent on what the message is going to be, how they're going to deliver this news to the world that Michael Jordan is going to come back to the NBA. And he just writes on the napkin, "I'm back." It's been a huge game changer for us over the past decade. And the origin of that is when I was at the bank in the wealth world, there was this one client who paid a $50,000 annual retainer fee. Didn't have any investments with the bank or anything like that, but every year he dropped $50,000 on this annual retainer fee. And I asked the head wealth planner, I was like, well, has Joe ever actually implemented any of the advice that you've given him? Like, oh, no. Joe just needs this. It's part of his due diligence. He just wants to make sure that he's on track. And I was like, well, have you ever asked him why? Like, no. We don't ask Joe questions. We come in, we drop the book, and we take the money. It's like, do you mind if I ask Joe some questions? It's like, you can ask him questions, but whatever you do, make sure he pays the 50 grand. Like, all right, no pressure. So, I mean, this guy's, 20, 30, $40 million, whatever it is. Through the whole presentation. At the end, I asked him, I was like, Joe, I have to ask you, we've been doing this for a couple of years now. I noticed, and the guy said, you've never actually implemented any of this plan. I mean, this plan is a legit King James version of the Bible. I mean, it's enormous. And he's like, Nick, honestly, I don't even know where to start once I leave. I said, Joe, would it be helpful if I could consolidate all of this down onto just one piece of paper with just like the simple and concise next steps that we think you need to take today? And he goes, yeah, that'd be great. How much does that cost? Or how much more does that cost? So simplicity has great value. And I think there was a moment in the movie or the documentary, The Last Dance, chronicling Michael Jordan in the last year with the Bulls. There was that moment when he played baseball and he decided that he was going to come back to the NBA. And there was millions of marketing dollars spent on what the message is going to be, how they're going to deliver this news to the world that Michael Jordan is going to come back to the NBA. And he just writes on the napkin, "I'm back." And that's it. So whenever possible, choose simple over complex. People's lives are incredibly busy. And I think we underestimate how busy people are, especially in the world that I work in. Young family, 3 kids. I mean, we're bahaing through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru at warp speed, trying not to get a speeding ticket, just trying to get some nuggets before we get to the field in time to play soccer, baseball, whatever. Like, nobody has time for an 80 or 130 page. Just put it on one piece of paper. What are the next 2 or 3 things that we need to do between now and the next time that we meet? And kind of the analogy that we use is when clients see a lot, they do a little. When clients see a little, they do a lot. So what's better? Giving a client 2 things to do in the next 3 months and they do it? Or giving a client 18 things to do that's so overwhelming they never start? So we give people 2 or 3 things, let them get some wins. And let's be honest, we're dealing with high achievers. People don't make $500,000, $600,000 because they're lazy. They get these 2 or 3 things done in like 7 minutes and they come back to us and like, hey, Nick, I got this done. What's next? Wow. Now we can get some momentum. Now the 18 things that we needed to get done can get done in a year, all by delivering the advice differently.